Hi, my name is Brittany Ellisal. This is my lesson reflection for SPD 470 with Dr. Greer. The lesson that I want to reflect on is probably my last practicum experience when I was implementing the strategies that I had researched and put together a lesson to provide to a small group of students in Mr. Abe and Mr. Moore's classroom. And I think that, reflection is such a huge thing with anything that you're doing. One of the things that I always do with my kiddos is the Fist of Five strategy, and it's just a self-reflection strategy on how well that they feel that they received the lesson. And of course, with Fist being 0, that they weren't confident with it at all, and 5 being that they are very confident and could probably teach some of the content to peers. And so I think that self-reflection is always acceptable. It's always something that even if we do things great, it's still something that you can look back and reflect on because there's always something that we can do different just to better ourselves. So in this lesson, I provided a lot of hands-on materials, a lot of manipulatives, a lot of worksheets, but it's always the like the next day when you're like, oh, I should have done this or I could have done this. And so all that stuff kind of comes flooding to you and you're like, why didn't I do that? So in this particular lesson, we were adding and subtracting fractions. The kids were really enjoying my lesson and I felt very confident. And once, I finished the lesson, Mr. Abe and Mr. Moore were very pleased with the lesson. But then, you always compare yourself. So you see things that, networking teachers are doing and you're like, why didn't I do that? So I think that it's great to self-reflect, just to see what other people are doing and to maybe bring that into your classroom, but to realize that you're not comparing yourself to anybody. So one of the things I struggled with a lot in this course was not the entire lesson plan, but was just the all the multiple means, so of engagement, of differentiation, and I felt like I was using the same thing every single time. So my self-reflection for myself would be to kind of venture out and not be afraid of trying new things. I'm a person who, if it's not broke, don't fix it, but realizing it, feeling that I was doing the same thing week after week, I think that there is room for improvement within that part of my lesson plan, and it's something that I'm definitely going to continue networking with teachers and finding teachers who are doing things different and just trying to put those into my arsenal as well. So I think that on my lesson reflection, I think that it was something that I think that I could do different, would be to just venture out and not being afraid of trying new things, and knowing that even if I stumble, it's just a stepping stone for me, and there's always it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of my career. It's just something that I'm going to have to push through to get out of that comfort level. So I think that would be it. But thank you for watching, and I've had a great time in this course.